Alright lads, welcome back to another Dauntless video. Today I've got you a build which focused on just one zone of the hunting grounds, and that'll be the last final one, aka the hardest one, the level 17 to 20 zone, the one which has Shroud, Flameborn Rezakiri, Scorched on Hellion, Tempestborn Stormclaw, Riftstalker, and Bloodfire Embermane. Obviously the 5-star variants of your Shroud, Rezakiri, Hellion, Stormclaw are plus variants. I'm pretty sure that's how it works out. And your Riftstalker and Embermane are your just normal standard heroic versions. Regardless, I think this zone's actually difficult to just go around slaying, so I do recommend just staying on the Razorcliff Isle, but to farm up your last few levels if you are trying to reforge. But regardless, if you are choosing to stay on this zone, I've got you a build which should be of benefit for you. Yes, it's strikers because I've only used strikers since the update because I'm trying to upgrade them for trials. But regardless, it can be used for a number of builds. Because it's centered around Pangar and the UE effect of Pangar, it doesn't really matter what build you use. It can be tweaked, obviously, to your liking, but in regards to strikers, I would recommend going with a similar build or the same as what I'm going to put out for you. Without further ado, I'm going to go through into the build for you. A nice little cosmetic there also from the Hunt Pass. Nice. We've got the Pangar strikers, obviously. Molten to keep you alive for the Hellion and the other Flameborn Rezakiri. Tough to give you that extra bit of defense. Adamant Bolt and Cyclonic Strike Blade. Just quickly, you can change to Adamant Bolt if you wish to Titan's Crash. It's your choice, but because I wanted to focus around part breaks and keeping an OP state as much as possible, I actually quite like using Adamant Bolt. But honestly, you can use Crash if you really want to. It's just personal preference. Another side note, this Tough cell is the only defensive cell slot in this whole build. I went with Tough only because a lot of behemoths can one-hit you if even at higher ranks, and maybe your gear might not be at plus 15. At a power surge level. Regardless, you can change this if you want to anything else. If you want to use 9 lives, sturdy, or even if you want to use insulated for the Stormclaw, feel free. But I like Tough. I think it's a nice middle ground. This build has no Iceborne in, so that's why I'm only going with a 1+3 cell of the defense. Moving on to the Hellion Head, which gives you Rage Hunter. I put Molten in there again. Then we've got Shroud Chest Piece with Overpower. Tordagora Arms with Rage Hunter again. Sharrock Legs with Discipline. And Pangar's Lantern with Catalyst. The tonics I've gone for is Blitz, Frenzy, and Ether Drive tonic, but feel free to change the Ether Drive to Stagger if you wish. That being said, I'm going to quickly just explain to you the perk summary and why these perks are actually in this build. Obviously, the zone consists of a lot of fire behemoths, especially Hellion is a pain. Bloodfire Embermane's a pain if you get caught on fire. So I put in +6 Molten, obviously so you can just survive those mountain of like lavas consistently hitting you. Someone's inviting me. Wow. Okay. Also, the reason why I put Molten in instead of Fireproof is because, one, it gives you attack speed and also fire resistance. Also, +6 is really good because not just you can pick it up, but the rest of your team. So it grants them immunity, which can lead to the fight being over quickly if they're not on fire. Overpower. The reason why Overpower's in the build, obviously, everyone likes Overpower. When you get a break part, that along with Adamant Bolt in particular, you can keep training break parts to get more damage every time you do get it in the Overpower state. +6 Rage, obviously, because it pairs up with Discipline for that bonus damage. Rage Hunter, again, Rage Hunter is a really good cell, especially back in the day. But obviously, since the crit pot's been removed and behemoths are somewhat hard because our power levels decrease, I think Rage Hunter is a lot more beneficial now. Gives you 40% more damage when the behemoth's enraged. It will be enraged a lot now because, like I said, power decrease. The Catalyst +3. I was trying to implement Catalyst +6 into the build, but I think I really didn't want to drop Rage Hunter. Definitely not Molten, definitely not Overpower. So I think even though only +3, Catalyst is still a good choice to be at +3. If you do want to change it to something else, feel free, but I think Catalyst +3 is perfectly fine. That paired up with the tonics, the Blitz, the Frenzy, and the Ether Drive tonic is still really nice. You get the bonus attack, the bonus damage, the bonus attack speed, and the bonus of your Lantern Charge. So it's a real good +3 perk to have anyway. And then finally, we've got a Knockout King +3, which obviously just comes with the Pangar strikers. It's not really needed, but it does help you get the daggers more easier, leaving to more overpower states, etc. But the reason why we are using the Pangar Strikers, as already mentioned, is unique effect. And this is why I recommend you use an Adamant Bolt. When you put a mark on a behemoth from the Pangar's effect, it builds up damage. And then when you explode the part, the more damage you've done on the part before it breaks, it explodes and does damage equivalent to how much you've done and probably scales to more. Also, like I said to you, the behemoths are weak to ice mostly in this zone, so it's really good to go with Pangar anyway. And that's why I've gone for Pangar. Before you guys start saying, oh, why haven't you used Rezakiri weapon? Why haven't you used this? That's why I've used Pangar for this particular build. Anyway, I'll leave it in the description below, as I usually always do. I'm now going to put you through to just a couple of hunts in the Twighlight Sanctuary zone. Hopefully this build does help you out. And also, before you do go into these hunts, I do recommend at least the whatever weapon you're using. If you are using strikers, at least be level 16, 15 around that zone before you go into Twighlight Sanctuary, because things do one hit you and your attack damage isn't all there. So I'd recommend at least 15, but to be safe, I would say 17. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.